What's up, everybody? It's the dude, and Marie right back in the building, bringing you the latest in the news, hip hop, sports, and entertainment. And we got a good one, y'all. Stephen A. Smith is trending again. Stephen A. Smith, for all y'all who do not know, Stephen A. Smith got a basketball camp, and he has taken a lot of flack for charging the kids $3,000 to attend. And guess who chimed in on the situation? None other than his arch nemesis, Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown had his thing to say about the situation. We gonna get into that video, and we also gonna get into Stephen A. Smith clapping back at all the haters. Now let's get into the video clips, and I'll give y'all my commentary in the end.
After I make it all the way to Home Depot, man, I'm gonna make sure I ain't gonna never put Stephen A. name into the title until I change it. I ain't gonna put Stephen A. name into the title after the live over with. Stephen A. Did I get it right? I think I got it right. Stephen A., I'm not putting your name in the title. No, I need to try this again. Hey, Stephen A., I'm not putting your name in the title until after the live is over. Dang, this thing gonna get too long. It's time for a snip. Yeah, taking this nigga so long. Why is it taking so long? Too late, KB. It's there now. What's there now? Oh, his name. Man, listen, man. Now I know the route to Douglasville, it don't have good service, but dang, it's not that bad. I can't go live until I get to Home Depot, y'all. I can't even go live until I get to Home Depot. The whole town, like, man, I can do this whole live while I'm on the way. See if I got something. Let me see. I got this thing tied up real nice. Why you hate Stephen A? Why you hate me, nigga? Shit, what? I don't hate nobody. All I'm saying is, listen. All I want to know is this. What the hell is Stephen A. gonna tell a bunch of kids at a basketball camp? Like, I'm gonna make this into into a 3 or 4 part series. I think tomorrow I'm gonna find a gym, or maybe even in my front yard. I got a little basketball goal. I think I'm gonna train and show y'all what Stephen A. is gonna, teach these kids in basketball. Cause the average NBA player, they charge like maybe $250, $300 per kid. This motherfucker say $3,000. Stephen A. Smith gonna charge $3,000 to teach kids about basketball. What the fuck is he gonna tell them? I've been around Michael Jordan. Hey, I'm telling you right now, young. This is why you need to be at a camp with Stephen A. Don't worry about the mates. Worry about the phone. Yeah, see right there? I missed it. But I did it with enthusiasm. I did it like Mike. Look at that right there. I did it like Mike. I know. Don't worry about the misses. Okay? Just take the shot. Because, brother, taking the shot is 50% of making the shot. Stephen A. gonna be goddamn giving out speeches and shit. He ain't gonna be able to do nothing on the basketball. He only scored 1 motherfucking point. So listen, Stephen A. camp is $3,000 per child. So I'm gonna charge $18,000 per child because I scored 6 points. So 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 3 is 18. So I'm charging $18,000 per child. If Stephen A. is charging $3,000 and the son bitch ain't even get off the bench. On top of that, $18,000 per child, I'm charging $5,000 on top of that per child because I scored 6 points in the NBA. Okay? What's up, Cino? I'm saying if Stephen A. Smith, that's $3,000 per point. He averaged 1 motherfucking point in college. So by my math, he can get $3,000 per kid in college for 1 fucking point. And got his coach fired. So that might be the .6 or whatever the hell he got. If he can get $3,000 per point, then fuck it. I want $3,000 per point. Shit. And 6 times 3 is 18. So I'm validating my charge. $18,000 per child. I'll get him to the NBA. Hey, see though, I'm going to make this a fucking 5-part series. Thank you, Stephen A. I'm going to be demonstrating and lecturing because I know people have questions. I know people like, Stephen A., how can you account for wanting $3,000 per child? Boy, Stephen A. gonna be like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you not see me on First Take talking about the game? Do you not see me on the sideline watching the game? Do you not see me talking with Skip Bayless about the game? I even talked to Jalen Rose. I talked to Shaq. I shot the ball on the sideline with D Wade. I know I missed it, but I shot it. Have you seen my resume of talking about the game?
Now, don't we just love these two going at it? Make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up.
Playing it, not doing it, but I'm a talker. I'm gonna teach your son how to talk about it and not be about it. We'll be able to examine every other man. It's the biggest scam in the world. We'll examine every other man, but we'll never be able to examine me. I'm gonna talk about fighters, but guess what? You'll never see me fight. I'm gonna talk about basketball players, but guess what? My resume don't match up to none of them. But I'm gonna talk about them like they ain't shit. And I'm gonna teach your child how to do that and make more money than the last guy on the NBA bench. I'm gonna make more money than him. And I ain't gonna be able to do none of the shit he did. Now, that is a fucking gift. So, Stephen A., thank you for this alley-oop, Stephen A. We're gonna ride this shit out. I'm gonna make this into a series. I'm gonna go to a basketball court tomorrow, and I'm gonna demonstrate what kind of basketball skills you're gonna be showing the kids. Let's get a one-on-one game, you and Stephen A. Smith at that camp. Oh man, no, I ain't going to that camp because that'll make a 2 million views, 3 million views. We gotta do a one-on-one at my camp. Beat the shit out of Stephen A. Hey, listen, Stephen A. I'm gonna be Stephen A. tomorrow. I'm gonna be coming off pin downs. I'm gonna be coming off curls. I ain't gotta make no shots because I only gotta make one. He only scored 1 point. So Stephen A.'s camp is based on shoulda, coulda, woulda ass kids. Stephen A. is gonna get all of the shoulda, woulda, coulda ass kids. We're gonna forego LeBron's camp. We're gonna forego Michael Jordan's camp and all of the current NBA players. Wembanyama, we're going to Stephen A. Smith's basketball camp. We're going to Stephen A. I want to see a dad justify going to Stephen A. Smith basketball camp. Listen, we got Michael Jordan camp, LeBron James camp. We got all kind of players got camps. Why would we choose Stephen A.? I mean, it's simple. Stephen A. Smith has talked to all the greats. I mean, he snitched on Allen. I mean, he talked to Allen Iverson. He snitched on he talked to his great legendary coach. I mean, he talked about all the greats. He talked about MJ. He's been around it all. He's Kareem. He knows everybody, baby. It's showtime. If any one of y'all kids go to Stephen A. Smith camp, this is what I want y'all to ask him. I want y'all to go up to Stephen A. and be respectful. Say, hey, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, I want to ask you a question. Hey, stick your hand out when you say hey. And say, Mr. Stephen A. Smith, why were you at them colleges in high school, boy?
Now we knew Kwame Brown was gonna say that. Now let's listen to what Stephen A. gotta say.
Some of y'all are full of shit. Let me just start out the show by saying that. And before I do that, get that out my ear. I got an echo in my ear. Please get it out. Before I go any further, let me just start out the show by saying that. And before I do that, get that out my ear. I got an echo in my ear. Please get it out. Before I go any further, let me give an official thanks to our official studio sponsor, FanDuel Sportsbook. FanDuel is the official sports betting company of the Stephen A. Smith Show. Of course, as always, I appreciate the love that everybody's been giving me. Most of my subscribers just keep growing and growing and growing. I'll probably be at 270,000 within the next few minutes or so, for crying out loud. It's just climbed exponentially. I can't thank y'all enough, but I always appreciate the love. Keep it coming, and I'll keep on coming. Like and follow the Stephen A. Smith Show on YouTube. Click the bell to get notified about all of our new content. Just wanted to make sure I said that. And by the way, I'm quite sure y'all will have questions, and obviously feel free to drop them in the YouTube chat, and I'll answer them at the end of the show. Or you can call the Stephen A. Smith hotline at 646-727-0769. That's 646-SAS-0769. Okay, so I want to get that out of the way because I got a bunch of stuff on my mind right now. I'm really agitated. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very agitated, to say the least, and nobody is going to calm me down today. You know, I'm sitting at home minding my business, minding my damn business, getting ready for an NFL season that's just weeks away. And all of a sudden, I'm getting text messages and stuff like that from my team talking about, oh my God, what's going on, Stephen A? Stephen A is looking really bad right now. What a bad look. This is god awful. What the hell are y'all talking about? I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Why are y'all bugging me with this? If there's something going on, let me know. Did you see the stories? Did you see the stories? Did you see what they're saying about you on social media and all of that other stuff? Not like I normally care. Because you see, the beauty of when you have the #1 sports morning show for the worldwide leader, ESPN, okay, for 12 consecutive years and counting. And by the way, that's every week, every month, and every year over the last 12 years, okay? When you got that kind of platform, when you got the kind of platform that I have right now, owning and operating this podcast, when you got social media, where I've got over 14 million followers, when you've got the kind of reach that I have, when you reach over 2 billion people annually on YouTube alone, I don't really have to comment about everything. I don't really have to get into a whole bunch of stuff, but certain things are necessary. And I don't follow this old adage, oh, just be quiet and it'll go away, and oh, don't worry about it. Sure, you could take that kind of mentality, but I'm not trying to back up, particularly when I know some false narratives are being put out there. And I understand folks that are different than me. I understand folks that want to keep quiet and don't want to say anything because they usually don't have this platform. So they can't win because their voice doesn't resonate and they're not able to disseminate a message as profoundly and as consistently as I can because they don't do this for a living. I understand that. The mistake some of y'all made is I do this for a living. So you've been looking for me. Here I am. The Stephen A. Smith Academy, okay, Basketball Academy at IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida, scheduled for this week, August 6th to August 12th, evidently has caused an uproar. Because people have looked at the academy and people have said, what the hell is going on? You've got kids, that you're from the inner city. How could you even be a part of something like this? I said, a part of what? What are you talking about? I'm speaking at a basketball camp. They put a basketball camp in my name. I'm honored. Do you know the history of IMG? Do you know the reputation of IMG? Do you know the stars that have come out of that academy? Do you know how it was first started? Do you know the work that they do? The contributions that they make to a bunch of kids who are underprivileged, to those who are affluent? Do you have any idea? All I was doing was giving a speech, which is what I do. I show up, I talk to kids, I give a speech, I try to inspire and motivate. That's what I was coming from. Oh, it's nearly $3,000. How could you be a part of that? What kind of dude are you? IMG Academy. Read it right off of Wikipedia, because all of y'all read it off of this because y'all could have went there yourself. It's a preparatory boarding school. A sports training destination. Set across over 600 acres. By the way, features programs consisting of sports camps for youth athletes, adult camps, a boarding school, including postgraduate/gap year programs, events, professional and collegiate training, group hosting, and corporate retreats. That's what it's known for. It's also known to offer this free to an inordinate amount of kids. Others who can afford it obviously ain't gonna get it free. You ever go to college? There are those who get a scholarship, there are those who get a grant, and there are those who have no chance in hell of getting anything free because they come from a financial stratosphere that's way, way, way up there. Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that? So that's number one. Number two, let's get to me specifically. With all due respect, I'll talk to IMG in a second. The president of IMG is coming on because I'm showing up there this weekend. And oh, by the way, despite the scrutiny and everything that y'all want to throw in my direction, I'm still going. And it ain't for the money. Because I donated to either an HBCU or the United Negro College Fund. That's my history. You see, this is about a character issue here. And the one thing that I'm never going to stand for is somebody thinking they could get away with questioning my character. I know how Janet Smith raised me, God rest her wonderful soul. I know how...
Hey, when somebody bring their mama in it, you know they mad. Now let's get back to the video.
My four sisters raised me. We ain't gonna have me sitting idly by and being quiet because y'all lying about a brother's character. I ain't having it. I'm not having it. I'm going to repeat myself again. I'm not taking a dime. Any money that I get, when I give speeches to corporate 500 companies and hedge funds and universities that have 7-figure budgets for speeches and they pay everybody else, sure. For something for the kids, I've never done that. Never. And I'll get into all of that for a second because the first thing I want to say to some of you idiots, not all, not most, but some of y'all some damn idiots. I mean, y'all give new definition to fools. Just ignorant asses. Fact of the matter is, I'm not going to call you a fool because I think you're ignorant ass on purpose. You do it on purpose. And I know my team is going, oh, Stephen A., calm down. Stephen, bump that. Hell no. I'm listening to folks, and particularly people in the media, got the nerve to question and throw shade on my name. Let's get the basketball stuff out of the way. I'm sick and tired of people lying about my basketball resume. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that I wasn't great, I'm talking about compared to greatness. I was good enough to get a basketball scholarship. I was good enough to get my education paid for. 2 bad knees. They talk about I averaged 1.5 points a game. I saw some article on social media. That's a lie. It was less. See that? You didn't know I was going to say that, did you? It was less than that. It's a lie. How about 0? Because I never played. Because I cracked my kneecap in half. I got operated on at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. My mama was by my bedside. My sisters came to see me. They said I'd never walk straight again. My bone cracked in half. My first year at Winston-Salem State. I still have those knee pains to this very day. Still. In the knee that still has a 6-inch screw in it that I never took out. And in the left knee, because I spent years overcompensating for the pain in the right knee. You didn't know that, did you? Did you? You want to sit up there and think, I just ride the bench. I couldn't play. Ask people who played against me whether or not I could play. But if you hurt, and that's life. So let's get the basketball stuff out of the way. Let's get the how could you do this to people in terms of taking money. Do you have any idea who the hell you're talking to? My name is Stephen A. Smith. I am a graduate of an HBCU, Winston-Salem State University. I donate a minimum of $50,000 to $100,000 a year to my alma mater. A minimum. Along with contributions to various other people that I know in the HBCU community. Let me not stop there. Did you know that I am the ambassador for HBCU Week and I have been for years? Did you know that since 2019, I have the numbers here because I asked them to research it. I asked them to research it here. Okay. $46 million in scholarships awarded to students from our college fairs that I helped organize, that I generated interest in. Did you notice something strange happened on First Take? Did you notice that in 2018, all of a sudden, every single year, there was a month dedicated to HBCUs? Did you notice that there was a college fair at the University of Delaware where Magic Johnson and Executive VP of the National Football League, Troy Vincent, showed up? Did you notice that the NFL elevated its level of contributions to HBCUs in the aftermath of that college fair? Did you know that Magic Johnson does business with HBCUs? Did you notice that a couple of years ago at Disney World in Orlando, Florida, over 8,000 kids showed up to receive scholarships? Who was behind that? Take your time, I'll wait. Since y'all talking, y'all chirping, right? Y'all know so much, right? Who's behind that? Ashley Cooper is this wonderful, wonderful woman that oversees all of that. She does much more work than me, and her involvement, it's her baby, her creation. She is phenomenal. But she wasn't on national TV until she came to your boy. She wasn't on ESPN until she came to your boy. They didn't have HBCU Week at Disney World in concert with Disney on the Yard until they called your boy. You think I'm lying? Ask Rashawn McDonald, who helped organize it with her. Ask Dave Roberts, the executive VP at ESPN right now. Ask Jimmy Pitaro, the president of ESPN. Ask Bob Iger, the CEO of Walt Disney. Why don't you ask him? See, y'all got opinions. I have facts. $46 million scholarships awarded to college fairs since 2019. $18.6 million in scholarships awarded from our partnerships with our corporate partners since 2019. That is a grand total of $64.6 million in scholarships awarded from foundations, to HBCU Week to give these scholarships to these kids. Nearly $65 million in scholarships to these kids. 2,100 scholarships awarded from our college fairs, 494 scholarships awards for our partnerships with our corporate sponsors, 2,594 scholarships awarded. College fair in Wilmington, Delaware, 8,000, nearly 8,000 people showed up. College fair in Atlanta, Georgia, nearly 5,000 people showed up, both in the year 2023. What are you talking about? You come at me? You come at me? Like I'm somebody that has no connection nor any concern about underprivileged youth? Do you have any idea about my history? Do you know how many people I strive to help every single day? You see how sleazy this is? Even when my book, Straight Shooter, Memoir, Second Chances, and First Takes, a New York Times bestseller for 9 weeks, both audio and print. When I went to Boys and Girls High School, when I went to my alma mater, Thomas Edison High School, when I went to Tottenville High School in Staten Island, New York, I gave those books away for free. People still call me. Why? Because I'm always philanthropic. I'm always striving to do what I can to help. That has never, ever, ever been an issue with me until y'all asses hopped on social media the other day without a damn clue what you're talking about. You thought I was gonna let that slide? You think I'm gonna go for that? You must be out your damn mind.
Hey, in the words of Kwame Brown, Stephen A., why were you at them colleges, boy? Yo, I just had to get that one out. Kwame Brown tripped me out when he say that. But for real though, why do a lot of these athletes get mad when Stephen A. share what he got to say or do anything when it pertaining to sports? I mean, a lot of these athletes love to say, well, you didn't play the game, or so why should you talk about it? This man went to school for journalism. Okay, granted, he had some bad knees, so he couldn't play the game. But he went to school for journalism. And in my opinion, he's damn good at what he do. And when it comes to the camp situation, look at here. I think if it's anything that can help the kids out, I think he is doing a great job at it. And I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing. Hell, it's a lot of camps charging him a lot more to go to some damn basketball camps. And that's just ridiculous. But hey, in my opinion, I think he is doing a great job, and I salute him for the job that he is doing. In my opinion, yeah. But make sure y'all let me know in the comment box below what y'all think about Kwame Brown and Stephen A. going at it again. And if this is your first time to the channel, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And make sure y'all turn on y'all notifications, hit that bell for all videos so you get notified whenever we drop new content. This dude, I'm in the building, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Yeah.